it's a controversial opinion, but I'm just going to say it. It's hard to be a young person in 2023, right? Because we're facing a cost of living crisis. I'm never going to be able to afford a house. And on top of that, it's tax day today, so this is another reminder. Not only am I taxed to death, my tax money is going towards asylum claimants, £1,600 a month, a universal basic income handout towards asylum claimants. I'm never going to be able to afford a house and settle down at this rate, Darren. It's ridiculous. What do you think?
Well, look, I mean, 1,000. This is a Welsh proposal where three Labour MPs, members of the Welsh Assembly, that is, have said, and their ministers within the Welsh government, they wish it was the Welsh government. I guess it is for all of these asylum seekers coming over, Jess. But in this letter that's been leaked to The Sun, three, and I just want to make sure I've got the names right, Jane Hutt, Julie Morgan, and Mick Antonwi. I cannot, I don't know how to say his name. But anyway, they asked the Tory Justice Minister, who's Lord Bellamy, for the go-ahead to be able to pay these young asylum seekers their universal basic income scheme. Now, that would mean that asylum seekers in Wales get a 1,600 monthly handout, and they also get legal aid on top of that. Now, legal aid is currently means tested, so if you don't make enough money, you get it. If you do make money, you don't get it. Now, asylum seekers in the position that they're in, not making much money, unless, they're up to stuff that we don't know about, that the tax man doesn't know about, they're entitled to legal aid. Now, the Welsh Assembly are basically trying to say, well, they should also get legal aid to fight for their right to stay in Britain. Now, to me, this is a perverse incentive, Jess, because what it means is, who wouldn't want to come here? If you were living in, I don't know, let's say Albania, there are a whole host of nations in which you would be better off by coming to Britain, right? That's a story as old as, certainly I've ever been on this planet, and most of your grandparents as well. But you look at that and you think, it tells you something. And what it is that it tells you is that the Labour Party have absolutely no intention whatsoever to control Britain's borders. They would be more than happy to fling them open. They actively want people to come here. They don't care about the incentives for people to be drawn to Britain. They quite like them. And it suggests to me that Labour, they've got Yvette Cooper, Robo Cooper, as Shadow Home Secretary. She would become Home Secretary if the Conservatives lose power. Do you have any idea of what she would do? I mean, she actively poses with a refugees welcome sign, smiling like a Cheshire cat. And you just sort of think, this from the Welsh government in Wales, let's not forget, Labour is in government in Wales, has been for a while, well, the entire time it's existed. And you think, it tells you everything you need to know. So voters shouldn't be fooled. If you want to control borders, if you're worried about the money that's being handed over to them, if you're worried about these incentives that are drawing people to our shores, making that journey across the English Channel, don't vote Labour, folks. Have you got what it takes to be a reasoned presenter? Well, send us a short clip of yourself to join@reasoned.uk, and we might be seeing you on this very channel very soon indeed.